You are about to move and marry a person in September who is physically bound by secrets they haven't yet shown you. Archangel Michael says, a path is opening before you, one that looks like love, commitment, and a promise of home, yet hidden beneath it are layers not yet revealed. There is a stirring in the spirit realm about your next step, and it is not a small one. You are about to step into a move that will alter your destiny, and in that move waits a person, someone who holds your hand with warmth, but whose past carries chains you cannot yet see. The air around you is heavy with expectancy. There is a reason September has been marked, a reason your name is whispered in alignment with the word union. But do not be fooled into thinking this is only romance. It is deeper, far-reaching, and it holds both blessings and burdens. This person you are about to join your life with carries a secret, something physical, something not spoken, something they fear will be discovered if the light of truth shines too bright. Already, the spiritual winds are shifting around you. You may have felt restless at night, as though someone is watching, or as though whispers travel through the unseen corridors of your home. These signs are not random, they are a preparation. They are warnings that though love approaches, discernment must rise alongside it. The decision to move and marry is holy, but it cannot be rushed without first understanding the reality of who stands across from you. Every step forward will require your eyes to open wider than before. This is not to bring fear, but clarity. When the truth is hidden, it can choke out joy. When the truth is revealed, it can set the stage for transformation. And in this message, the truth will unfold slowly, like a veil being lifted, so you can walk wisely into the month of September prepared, not deceived. There is something magnetic about this person. The way they draw near, the way they look at you, the way their presence seems to steady your heart, it is all real. But beneath their gaze lies a story, one they haven't been able to tell in full. This story involves what they have carried in their body, scars that do not always show, struggles they cannot always speak of, and chains that sometimes resurface when least expected. You may already sense moments when their words do not fully match their actions. Times when they are tender, yet distant. Times when they are present, yet lost. This is not because they do not love, it is because something within them is unresolved. The truth is, they have been bound by more than just circumstances, they have been bound physically, emotionally, and spiritually. September, however, is not an accident. The timing is divine, not random. This is the month chosen for you to step into covenant, but before the vow is spoken, heaven wants you to understand the ground you stand on. For what is hidden must rise, not to destroy, but to purify. This is why you are receiving this message today. It is not to scare you, it is to arm you. When you know what lies beneath, you cannot be shaken when it rises to the surface. When you are prepared, you are not broken by surprise. And in this, Archangel Michael himself surrounds you with protection, insight, and divine strength. Folded hands type Amen 444 to align yourself with the angelic shield over your life. Your move will not only shift your physical environment, it will open a portal to new experiences, challenges, and revelations. This relocation is spiritually tied to your marriage, as though destiny itself has been guiding both events to converge. Yet, do not overlook that the very act of moving can unsettle hidden forces, both in you and in the one you are joining. This person you are preparing to marry has long carried a struggle in silence. They may appear strong, capable, even untouchable, yet behind closed doors, they battle with a weight few have seen. It is a weight they want to shield you from, fearing that if you knew, you might turn away. But what heaven is whispering is not meant to repel you, it is meant to make you wise. The love here is real. It is powerful. It is chosen. But love alone is not enough when deception or silence lingers. Love requires light, and you, child of God, are stepping into a season where light must shine brightly into every corner of your connection. This marriage will either be your greatest blessing or your deepest challenge, depending on how you respond to the truths that are about to rise. You are not alone in this. Heaven is walking with you. Archangel Michael has been dispatched to cut away the webs of confusion, to reveal what has been hidden, and to strengthen your spirit so you do not falter. The days ahead are not simple, but they are necessary. As September approaches, you may notice small signs intensifying. Delays, strange conversations, unusual behaviors, these are not coincidences. They are signals of the unveiling. Spirit often sends gentle nudges before the full revelation breaks open. Pay attention. The truth is that the person you are marrying is not only physically bound by past struggles, but spiritually marked by cycles they have tried to break. Some of these cycles include habits, hidden pain, or even patterns of silence that keep you from fully knowing them. It is not that they do not want to share, it is that they are terrified of what your response will be. They long for your embrace, but fear your rejection. This union, however, has been chosen not just for romance but for transformation. Your presence in their life is meant to bring light where there has been darkness. Your faith is meant to stand as a pillar when their strength feels fractured. And yet, you must also guard yourself, because in carrying them, you must not lose yourself. The weight you are about to step into is both a blessing and a burden. It requires discernment, not naivety. It requires courage, not blindness. And above all, it requires divine covering, because not everything about this person will be easy to face. There is a reason this message has reached you now and not later. Time is running with a rhythm that cannot be ignored, and the steps you are about to take are etched in divine timing. Yet, even divine timing allows for preparation, and that is why your spirit is being awakened. The truth is pressing forward, waiting for the right moment to fully reveal itself. The person you are moving toward has tried to bury parts of their reality. They believed that if they smiled brighter, worked harder, and loved deeper, those shadows could remain hidden forever. But heaven never allows secrets that affect your destiny to stay hidden indefinitely. What is concealed will rise, not to destroy the connection, but to cleanse it. Your role in this story is not passive. You are not a bystander watching events unfold. You are the chosen one being positioned to either break chains or walk away. Both choices are powerful, both are transformative, and both carry consequences. That is why discernment is your greatest weapon right now. The month of September will come quickly, and with it, the weight of decisions. This is not just about a wedding day. It is about what follows after the vows, when the reality of daily life collides with the truth of what has been carried in silence. That is when your strength, your clarity, and your alignment with heaven will matter most. There is another layer to what you are walking into. This person has been wounded before, not just emotionally but in their physical journey. Their body carries evidence of past battles, struggles that shaped them into the person you see now. They have not wanted you to know the full extent, fearing it would alter how you look at them. But love, true love, is never fragile when faced with truth. It is strengthened by honesty, even when honesty is difficult. The veil that covers their story will soon be lifted, and you will see both the scars and the victories they hold. This unveiling is not to harm you, it is to prepare you for what you are stepping into. Your move will not only place you in a new location, it will place you in a new spiritual territory. That territory has both blessings and battles waiting. Where there is love, there will also be opposition. Where there is destiny, there will always be resistance. That is why Archangel Michael surrounds you now, cutting away hidden snares that would try to trap you. The path you are on is heavy with purpose. You may already sense the tension building, as though something is about to break open. And it is. The breakthrough will not come without shaking, but it will come. And when it does, you will know why this message arrived to you at this exact moment. Folded hands type Amen 222 if you believe the breakthrough is meant for your protection. As the days draw closer, do not ignore the signs in front of you. The strange dreams. The inner restlessness. The repeated thoughts about whether you are truly ready. These are not accidents, they are heaven's way of whispering to your spirit, urging you to look closer, listen deeper, and remain aware. This person you are preparing to marry is not your enemy, but they are also not fully free. They love you, but they are afraid to show you all of themselves. The chains they carry are not meant to bind you, but if you are unaware, those same chains can wrap around you as well. That is why you must walk with eyes wide open, guarded by divine wisdom. The power of love is that it can heal. The danger of love is that it can blind. Your role is to love with clarity, not blindness. To embrace truth, not illusion. And when the moment of unveiling comes, your reaction will shape the future of your covenant. The reason Archangel Michael's voice enters here is simple: protection. He does not arrive unless danger and blessing stand side by side. And that is exactly what September represents for you: danger if you walk blindly, blessing if you walk prepared. The physical struggles this person has endured are not just random events, they are part of a cycle that has tried to hold them captive for years. There have been moments where they thought they broke free, but only later realized the cycle returned. This is the chain that heaven wants you to see, because it affects both their health and their spirit. Imagine stepping into marriage only to find out later what was hidden. That is the trap heaven refuses to allow. That is why this warning is heavy yet merciful. It arrives not to destroy your hope, but to preserve it. You deserve to know what lies beneath before you build a future upon it. September, for you, will be a month of unveiling and decision. It is the month of truth, the month where vows collide with reality. It is where promises must rise higher than fear, or where courage must guide you toward a different path. Either way, it is the month that changes everything. You are not walking alone. The angelic shield around you is thick, unbreakable, and immovable. The only thing that can pierce it is fear, and even then, only if you let it. But if you walk forward with strength, no hidden truth will destroy you, it will only position you higher. Folded hands. Type Amen 111 to affirm strength for the unveiling that awaits. Your spirit already feels the pull of what is coming. You sense something beyond ordinary romance, something that carries both beauty and danger. That pull is the signal of destiny, but also of caution. When heaven whispers, it is never without reason. The person you are preparing to marry is deeply connected to you. There is love in their heart, but there is also silence in their soul. That silence hides parts of their story that have yet to come to the surface. It is not that they want to harm you, it is that they are afraid of losing you if you see everything. This is why September has been chosen. It is not just a month for union, it is a month for truth. It is when hidden things will no longer be able to stay buried. When you step into this new place, things that were once buried will rise. Your person cannot hide in silence anymore. Their truth will press against the walls of your union until it comes out into the open. This is why you have been restless, it is your spirit sensing what is approaching. But there is a deeper reason you are being prepared. Your decision in September will shape not only your life but theirs. The way you respond to their unveiling will either break the cycle they've carried or allow it to continue. That is how much weight rests on this moment. Do not be afraid of the responsibility. You were chosen for this role because heaven knows your strength. You will not be given more than you can bear, and with every challenge, there is also a provision of grace waiting. Folded hands. Type Amen 2222 to call grace into your season. The physical struggle they carry is not random, it is connected to their journey. There were moments in their past where life pressed them down harder than most could endure. Those experiences left imprints that cannot be erased by words alone. They are carried in their body, in their habits, and in their silence. They want to love you fully. They want to stand before you whole. But deep inside, they know that until they reveal this truth, there will always be a gap between you. That is why heaven has decided September will not pass without exposure. It is time. The unveiling may come through confession, through circumstance, or even through a moment of weakness where they can no longer hold it in. However it happens, it will not be gentle. It will come suddenly, forcing you to face reality head-on. And though it will shake you, it will also empower you. What you need to remember is this: truth is never your enemy. Lies are. Silence is. Secrets are. But truth, even when painful, is the seed of freedom. And you, beloved, are about to walk into freedom disguised as revelation. Folded hands. Type Amen 3333 if you accept freedom through truth. The atmosphere around you is shifting even now. Some days it feels heavy, as if the air carries weight you cannot see. Other days, it feels light, as though something greater is lifting you higher. This push and pull is the sign of transition, it is what happens before breakthrough. Your person feels it too. They may act differently in the days ahead, quieter, more guarded, or even more affectionate than usual. These are signs of their inner battle. They are torn between holding on to their silence and finally letting go of it. The decision, however, will not be theirs alone. Heaven is pressing them toward truth. Circumstances are aligning to force the unveiling. They will not be able to carry their secret into the covenant you are about to step into. This is divine mercy, not punishment. And you, child of light, will not be left unguarded. Archangel Michael's sword is drawn, not to harm but to cut through the deception that silence has built. His presence ensures that when the storm comes, you will not be crushed under it. You will be carried through it. Folded hands type Amen 4444 if you believe the sword of truth is cutting through your path. The hourglass of time is turning, and September is approaching faster than you realize. The sands that fall are not ordinary, they are counted, marked, and aligned with heaven's plan for you. That is why every step feels heavier, every decision feels deeper, and every thought about your future carries a weight you cannot ignore. This marriage is not only about love, it is about destiny. The person you are tied to has been placed in your path for reasons greater than romance. They carry something that connects to your own purpose, something that will either hinder or elevate you depending on how you step into it. That is why the unveiling is necessary. The physical weight they bear may shock you at first. It may feel like something too heavy, too complicated, too unexpected. But do not let your first reaction dictate your future. Remember, you are being prepared now so that when the truth comes, you respond from strength and not from fear. When heaven unveils, it is always with intention. Nothing will be revealed that you cannot handle. Nothing will come to you that you are not strong enough to face. The preparation you are in right now is proof that you are chosen to walk this path with courage. Folded hands type Amen 5555 if you believe you are chosen for this preparation. The move itself holds mysteries. When you cross into your new environment, you will notice shifts in the energy around you. Some things will feel lighter, but others may feel unsettled. This is the natural effect of stepping into a destiny-aligned place. The atmosphere changes because heaven is rearranging. Do not ignore the signs in the small things. Delayed papers. Strange phone calls. Dreams that feel too real. These are signals that the transition you are stepping into is spiritually charged. You are not only moving physically, you are moving into the center of your divine timeline. Your person feels this too, though they may not express it. That is why they sometimes appear distant or conflicted. They sense the unveiling coming, but they are not sure how to handle it. Their silence is not rejection of you, it is fear of what happens when the truth breaks open. This is where your strength will matter most. You are not being called to walk away in panic. You are being called to stand firm, to see clearly, and to decide wisely. This is not about being led by emotion, it is about being anchored in discernment. Folded hands type Amen 6666 if you choose to walk anchored in discernment. The physical battles they carry have left them scarred, but not defeated. There were moments in their past where they came close to losing themselves completely. Times when their body felt like a prison, when their spirit felt crushed, when silence seemed safer than speaking truth. These moments shaped them into the person you see now. They want to be enough for you. They want to stand strong, to appear unshaken, to love you without fear. But deep inside, they know that the chains still rattle in the shadows. They know that until they reveal them, those chains will never truly break. September will not allow silence anymore. Heaven is arranging the unveiling because your covenant must be rooted in honesty. Anything less would collapse in time. What feels like disruption is actually protection, making sure you are not blindsided after vows are spoken. This is why your rest has been disturbed. Why your thoughts circle endlessly around the future. It is your spirit bracing itself for the truth that is about to come forward. And when it does, you will understand why you were warned so carefully. Folded hands type Amen 7777 if you believe warning is a form of protection. Your covenant is marked by heaven, and that means it will also be tested. Every sacred thing is. But the test is not meant to destroy, it is meant to refine. It separates illusion from reality, fear from faith, and silence from truth. The unveiling may come at an unexpected time. It may be a sudden confession, a medical revelation, or a circumstance that cannot be hidden anymore. Whatever form it takes, you will know it was orchestrated by heaven because it will happen at the exact time you are meant to hear it. When that moment comes, your heart may tremble, but your spirit will stand. You will not be caught unprepared, because right now you are being armed with foresight. That foresight is your greatest strength, it removes the sting of shock and replaces it with clarity. And in clarity, you cannot be deceived. You cannot be manipulated. You cannot be shaken. Clarity gives you the power to decide with wisdom, to love with truth, and to walk forward in strength no matter what. Folded hands type Amen 8888 if you choose clarity over confusion. The closer you step toward September, the more the energy will intensify. You may already feel the air shifting around you, almost as if unseen eyes are watching. This is not paranoia, it is spiritual awareness awakening inside you. The veil between the seen and unseen is thinning, and heaven is alerting you to stay awake. This person, the one you are preparing to marry, is standing on the edge of release. Their silence cannot hold much longer. Their body itself cries out with truths they can no longer suppress. Heaven is pushing them to the point where confession becomes the only path forward. The fear they carry is not about you, it is about themselves. They fear that once you see the full truth, you will walk away. But what they don't understand is that you were chosen to be shown this truth before anyone else. You are not just their partner, you are their mirror, their anchor, their lifeline. The unveiling will feel sudden, but it has been building for years. You may look back and realize the signs were always there, small details you dismissed, moments of silence you overlooked, times of distance that now make sense. This is how heaven prepares you, not all at once, but piece by piece, until the puzzle forms. Folded hands type Amen 9999 if you are ready for every hidden piece to fall into place. The move is more than relocation. It is a passage. When you step into your new environment, you will feel a mixture of resistance and alignment. Resistance, because forces that once had control will fight to keep it. Alignment, because heaven will not allow anything to block your appointed path. You may notice little battles rising up during the move, delays, disagreements, even emotional outbursts. Do not take them lightly, but also do not be afraid. These are signs of transition, signals that the old is clashing with the new. Every shift of destiny creates this turbulence before it settles. Your person will feel this battle too. They may act nervous, withdrawn, or overly protective. They may even struggle with sleep or sudden mood swings. These are not coincidences, they are symptoms of the unveiling pressing closer. The truth is heavy, but so is the love they carry for you. That is why they are torn in two directions: hide to protect themselves, or reveal to protect you. Heaven has already chosen the second option. They will not be allowed to carry silence into your covenant. Folded hands type Amen 1010 if you believe silence is breaking. The scars they hold are reminders of battles you did not see. Their body has been through storms, storms that left marks both visible and invisible. They have spent years trying to cover those marks, afraid that if someone truly looked, they would not stay. But you are different. You were chosen because your heart can see deeper than the surface. You are able to hold what others could not. That is why this marriage is not ordinary, it is an assignment, a union that carries purpose beyond romance. Still, purpose does not erase pain. The reality of their struggle will test you, stretching your spirit to new levels of patience and discernment. But remember, tests are never designed to destroy, only to refine. You will not come out weaker, you will come out sharper. But you are not unprotected. Archangel Michael is positioned on your path, sword drawn, wings outstretched. His role is not only to fight off what seeks to harm you, but to clear the fog so you can see clearly. The enemy's greatest weapon is confusion, but confusion will not touch you. The person you are marrying is not the enemy, they are the battlefield. Their silence, their struggle, their scars are where the battle has been waged. And you are stepping into that battlefield, not to be consumed, but to bring light. The unveiling is the breaking point. It will either shatter chains or tighten them. But with preparation, your presence, and divine alignment, those chains are destined to break. Heaven has already declared victory, you only need to walk through it with courage.